Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Zero Analyst. This is the video 7 of our SQL mock interview series. Today I'm going to take a SQL mock interview with one of our followers who's a freshers and recent pass out currently looking for a data analyst role. Do watch the video till the end because in this video I'm going to ask multiple questions which are being asked for a freshers role or 1 to 3 year experience role. Let him join the call, then we will start the video.
Okay, sir. First of all, thank you for the opportunity, sir. My name is Sai Siddhartha. I am from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. I have graduated from New Horizon College of Engineering, Bangalore, sir, with a CGPA of 7, and I have skills in Python, Power BI, SQL, and Microsoft Excel.
Are you currently working or you're just looking for job at the
No,
moment?
sir. I'm looking for a job, sir.
Okay, so and when you have completed your graduation?
Sir, I was graduated in 2023, sir.
Okay, got it. All right, so that's perfect. Okay, nice to meet you finally. And let's have some questions. So I'm going to ask you some questions on SQL. Okay, so as this is a mock
Yes, sir.
interview, and you would need to basically answer, and then
Yes.
I'll be giving you some problem statement, and let's see how much you can solve. Okay.
Yes.
So on the scale of 10, how you would you rate yourself, in SQL, and why?
I would rate myself for over 6.5.
Okay, and any reason why you're rating this?
Yes, sir. Actually, why I'm saying 6.5 is because of my practice, sir. And I needed to be good at doing it. As of now, I am good, sir. Still, I need to do great, sir. That's why.
Okay, got it. So what you're learning at the moment in SQL?
Yes, sir. I'm learning, sir, from YouTube channel called Zero Analyst, sir, and I'm practicing it in SQL Mentor, sir. It was
Okay,
also given by Zero Analyst YouTube
okay,
channel.
got it.
Yes, sir.
So can you explain the purpose of in operator in SQL?
Sir, the in operator in SQL is used to check whether what we are searching is present in the table or not, sir.
Okay, can you give an example?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. In the employee table, when we are using the wildcard, sir, or when we are using having, we will use the in, sir.
So in is used basically to combine multiple multiple you can say if you have something where you need to select multiple conditions. Okay,
Condition.
either you can use or,
Yes, sir.
but you need to write multiple conditions if you want to select the data based on multiple criteria. Okay, so either you can use or logic where you need to just satisfy one criteria.
One criteria.
Correct, that's where you can use either or you can replace it using in operators. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so if I give an example, let's say you are working with a data set, let's say
Yes, sir.
it's about different customers. Okay, now I'm saying that select me all the customers which are from, let's say, Andhra Pradesh, and either Andhra Pradesh or let's say Maharashtra or let's say Delhi. So
Yes, sir.
here you can go ahead and say that select all the customers, and you can say from, and in the where condition you can say that maybe the state equals Andhra Pradesh, or the state equals Maharashtra, or the state equals Delhi, right? So
Yes, sir.
either you can say or you can put in. So in you just need to put all these conditions in by separating by comma. Okay,
Yes,
so we do not use in with the having, but in we use to kind of, you can say, filter the data in the where condition. Okay, so can you explain me what is the difference between full join and left join?
Okay, sir. In the left join, we will be having all the tables from the left join, sir, and the matching records from the right table. And if you don't match with the certain rows, it will give us the null, sir. Whereas the full join, both the tables are combined, sir.
Okay. So what if, okay, fine, I guess. Now, can you explain what is the use of null in SQL? And if you have null, how you will deal with it and how you will find it basically if there's a null? What is your understanding of null in SQL?
Yes, sir. Sir, null is basically used when there is no data, sir, or there is nothing to provide. Usually, while dealing with the data set, we will either drop the row or we'll ask the, what I know is basically we'll ask our managers or someone whether we need to fill the row by the common record, or we need to just drop the row, sir.
Okay. If you use a length functions and
Yes, sir.
there's a null, so what is going
Yes,
to
sir.
be the number?
Null, it won't provide anything, sir.
So there will be some number, right? Either it's kind of 1, a 2, or 0. What is going to be the number?
Then I guess it would be zero, sir.
Sorry?
0, 0.
Okay, yeah, that is correct. Okay, so you can share your screen, okay?
Yes, sir.
Can you go to a website called zeroanalyst.com in a new tab?
Zero analyst, sir. Okay, sir.
No space, okay? Zeroanalyst.com.
Yes, sir.
There's no space between zero and analyst. Okay, oblique
Yes.
SQL /SQL after com, so it's /SQL.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here you can clear this. This is a ID where you can write your queries. So you can clear this code that is here right now, and press
Yes,
Control
sir.
plus to kind of zoom it a bit. Okay. Okay, I think this makes sense. So can you explain the difference between characters and varchar? CHAR and varchar.
Sir, yes, sir. I know, sir. Varchar is used for fixed length, sir. Hello,
Yeah, go ahead.
sir. Can you repeat the question, sir? Difference between car and varchar, sir.
Difference between car and varchar in SQL.
Okay, sir. Uh, Varchar is used for the fixed length, sir. It could be numbers uh, or names, and it will be on fixed length. Whereas the varchar is used for uh, use it to store the big numbers, sir.
Okay. So my question is, what is the difference between char and varchar?
Character.
So you have mentioned that varchar is used for fixed length. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the difference between car and varchar? Right? Varchar you have explained. So what is the what is your explanation regarding car? Right?
Character. It is used when we create a table, sir.
Just write it down. Okay. Let's say just write it down. Char, CHAR in capital. Yeah, here. Okay. Go to
Yes,
next
sir.
line.
Yes, sir.
And here write down varchar. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
so here, can you write down what is the difference between this char and varchar?
Okay, sir.
Maybe just one, line. That's correct. Then when we use varchar, you're almost correct, right? You have already answered one, which is care, right? So just need to think a little bit here.
You to store. Sir, in car, we can it is used to store the fixed length, sir. In where car, we can store a big amount of data, sir, like numbers, sir.
Okay, so that is correct. But the thing is that when you talk about the fixed length, okay,
Fixed
so
length, yes, sir.
and in varchar, if I want to store a small, I can I can store it in varchar as well, in care as well, right?
Yes, sir.
So how it is different, right? Let's say we are storing a small piece of data, then
Okay, sir.
how is the difference, right? Okay, let me explain. Okay,
Sir, I have something in my mind. Can I share it, sir?
so it is just the opposite. Okay, varchar is just opposite of the care. In care, it is a fixed length. Let's say if you are defining a column data types as a care, okay, and you are
Yes, sir.
saying a length is kind of 5.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you're storing even a data which is just length data, just ID, something like ID, okay, text. So even if you check the
Yes, sir.
length is going to be 5 because you
Yes,
have
sir.
defined while creating the columns what table you have defined the column data type scare 5. So it is
Yes,
going
sir.
to contain fixed length. Now when you talk about the varchar, let's say you have defined while creating a table in the column you have defined the data type is like 2,55,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so usually if you use a care it is going to be huge, right? Even if you are not storing that large data.
Yes,
But if
sir.
you have defined as a varchar, whatever
Yes, sir.
actually you're going to put, it is going to give you that length instead of like
Okay,
giving
sir.
you the length of the fixed length.
Yes, sir.
I hope
Only uses the
you
needed space.
yes, only uses
Needed
the
space.
needed space or maybe the data that we have entered based on that amount of space it is going to use. But if you're using care, so it is going to consume the space that you have defined. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that is the different. Okay,
Yes, sir.
do you know what is a rollback and commit in SQL?
Sir, commit and
Commit and rollback.
rollback. Uh, Sir, I know commit, but I don't know rollback, sir.
So what is commit?
Sir, commit is used to perform a certain action, sir. Uh, from the example I know, it is used in transactions, sir, in SQL. When we are dealing with the transactions, commit is used to perform the transactions, sir. So that when we give the command commit, we can perform that action.
That is correct. So rollback
Yes,
is kind of same. Okay, let's say you have
yes,
started a transactions. Okay,
yes, sir.
so transaction means, let's say I can give an example. Let's say you have started transactions. We have two accounts. Okay, one is your account, is my account. So
Yes,
you are sending money from your account to my account. Let's say 100 rupees. Okay, and you have, let's say kind of, let's say 150 rupees in your account, right? So first you would reduce 100 from your account, then you
yes,
would
sir.
kind of, that is going to be one SQL statement. The second SQL statement is going to be that you're going to credit 100 in my account, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let's say due to some reason in my account you couldn't credit it the amount, right? So the transaction failed here. So because from your account the money has deducted, right?
Yes, sir.
So here you can roll it back. Now all this will only happen, give you the options only if you started a transactions. If you directly run that update statement, to reduce the money from your account, you cannot roll it back, but you can only roll it back when you started the transactions. To start transactions, you can say transactions or you can say begin. Okay, so if you
Okay,
say
yes, sir.
begin, whatever you will do, it is going to kind of not implemented the database till the time you don't say commit. So let's say you're doing some DML functions, you're updating, deleting something. Once you verified the changes are done kind of correctly, then you can say commit. If you say commit, the changes will be permanently kind of made in the database. If you say rollback, your database is going to be rolled back to this initial when you started the transactions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah, so let me give you one data set, okay? And
Okay, sir.
you would need to kind of create a small table. You just need to run that query. It's going to create the table, and then you just need to kind of perform, you know, give
Yes,
me
sir.
one second. Okay.
Very nice.
So you would need to just solve some problems, okay? So let me just share you that. So here is the data set. In the chat box, I'm sending the data set. So just copy this entire text and just run in this IDE. It's going to create an employees table.
Sir, do you need to use this one compiler or can I use it in Postgres, sir?
Yeah, you can use in the browser. So yeah, here you can clear everything and you can just paste it and click on the run. It's going to create the table and you will be able to see the data set.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then drop the first line. Just delete that. The first line, which is drop table if exist. Yeah. Okay, now you can run this query. It has created the table. Now you can go to the next line and run a query to select everything from the employees table to see what we have in the table. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Simply run select everything from employees. And you can click on the run button. You don't have to select it. By default, it's going to give you the result. You would see the result on the right side. Yeah, scroll it down. Yeah. So here, if you see the data, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I want from here is that see different people have their salary. Very simple data set. You have an employee ID, first name, last name, department, and the salary. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what I want to find is basically here all the people. I want to find out how many people have a salary which is more than the average salary. Okay. And how many people have a salary which is less than the average salary. Okay. Now first I want you to create a column where you would categorize each employee as it is kind of a salary higher than the average or salary lower than the average. Okay. Then you can do a group by that column and then you would basically have higher than the salary number of count and lower than the salary number of count. I hope you got it right.
Yes, sir.
Can you do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want to write down, you can write down the problem statement. Okay. So yeah, just keep it this format, like where you can see the table. So write down what you are looking for is that number of employee who have a salary which is higher than the average. Employee, I can use a short form IMP. Yeah. Having salary higher than the average. And next line, you can write down number of employee having salary lower than the average. Okay. Now let me explain again, okay, what we are looking for from here, okay. So You have an employee table with the employee ID, employee name, department, and salary. So it's a very
Yes,
simple
sir.
table. You can see the data set. What we are looking for is the number of employee who have a salary which is more than the average salary of the company, and number of the people who have a salary which is less than the average salary of the company. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You need to scroll, right? So it is not working because you're getting error.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because the error is that you are saying select the first name and the last
Okay.
name,
Okay.
then you are
Okay.
saying average salary.
Average. So you need to specify in a group by. Okay, sir. First I perform. Number of employees having salary higher than the average.
Do you think doing group by it is going to work?
Yes, sir. I'm having same doubts, sir. Number of employees salary higher than.
See, first you need to understand the problem. Okay. So if you see here, we have 8 employees,
Yes, sir.
and every employee have different salary. Okay. Somebody has 75, somebody has 60, 45, right? So that is
Yes,
going to
sir.
be average salary of the company, correct? So that is going to be like the total salary divided by the number of employee,
Number
correct?
of sir. Yes,
So
sir.
let's say
Yes.
the average salary is kind of 50,000. Okay. Now, any employee that is having salary more than 50, we want to count it in that group, which is the average salary plus group. Any employee less than 50, we want them to be counted in the less than the average salary employee group. So this is what we are looking for. So we are looking for two group and then the count.
Yes, sir.
So I can give you some hint here. So here you need to combine two things. One is you need to use subquery. Second, you need to use SQL select, case statement. Have you used case statement in SQL?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, and yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
So if you need help, let me know. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. No, got it. Select average salary. So do you need to specify from employees outside of the bracket, sir?
See, first of all, what you are doing here is basically I'm not able to understand. Can you explain what you are trying to do here?
Sir, actually, I'm using the subquery to get the average salary, sir. Like, I can't get it using the first query, sir.
See, first you are saying average salary, okay?
Yes, sir.
Then you're saying average salary and coming from where? You have not mentioned from here, correct?
Yes, sir.
To get the average salary, you need to tell the table name. Okay, now you will have the average salary. Okay, now the point is that how you select the employee who has a salary which is more than this. If you just scroll it down, you will see the result of the average salary. So this is the average salary, which is 60,500, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, how you find how many people we have which is salary more than this and how many people we have salary which is less than this? You can count it manually, right? You would see kind of there are like, I guess, only 2 3 employee we have which is more than this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, how you get that using SQL?
Okay, okay, sir. Well, actually, here I will be using the case, sir. Case
How?
statement. Uh, uh, Select the first name, last name, case when the sa salary is greater than or equal to 60,500 higher and
Can you go ahead and
salary.
write it? Can you go ahead and write it?
So,
What
okay,
you were
sir.
saying, can you basically write that?
Yes, sir.
So what do you
Sir,
think you're doing wrong here?
where, sir?
Here. So because you're getting error, right?
Yes, sir. Sir. SQL 22. Yes, sir.
So I think, see, I can help you to build this case statement. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you would have to get me the count. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
just allow me access. Okay. I'm just accessing your screen.
Okay.
So here, yeah, just click on, yeah, give grant access. Okay. Okay. So here you're saying first name, last name. Okay. That is fine. Let's say we are selecting just the name. That is okay. And we're saying case where we're saying when the salary is greater than equals to 60,500.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what is this 60,500? This 60,500 is the average salary, correct?
Average, sir.
So instead of greater than, and you are saying greater than, and you are also saying less than, equals to, greater than, equals to. So what if the salary is 60,500? It will be kind of going into both the name, right? They will be kind of collapsing with each other. So either we would say here the salary is greater than equals to 60,000 here, and we
Then
would say
higher.
less than, simple. Okay.
Yes.
So here we will say less than, which is going to be less than 60,000. Then we would say lower. Okay.
Yes.
Now we do not need first of all this second condition because we only want two things, either salary is higher, either lower. So we can
Yes,
simply
sir.
go ahead and here put else. Okay. So you don't have
Okay.
to basically say anything here. You can simply put
Okay.
this in the else logic.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
okay,
can
sir. Understood.
just cut it from here and just put it in here where we have mentioned 0. So we can simply go ahead and say lower. Okay.
Oh,
First, so once that is done, we can delete this. Okay. Now this is fine. We are saying that when the salary is greater than equals to the average salary, which is 60,500, then higher.
yes, sir.
Okay. Else lower. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
syntax wise, it is correct. Okay. So what if, let's first run this. Okay. So you can just run this. So go ahead and run it. Okay. I don't see that run button. So no, you don't have to select it. You can simply run it. By default, it's selected. Now, if you scroll down,
21 from home to others.
so near select, we have some issues. So let's first of all check. Okay. So we're saying select first name. So instead of
Yes, sir.
first name, last name, you can simply say select star. Okay.
Oh. So do you need to correct, sir? Hello?
Just delete it. Yeah, just go ahead and say select star. So that means we are selecting everything,
Yes, sir.
comma. Okay.
Yes.
Now there is a where you have selected the average salary. That's you need to add a semicolon. Okay, because you need to close that statement. That's the reason it was giving an error. Yeah, here. Okay. Now I can just click the run button. So here, if you see, we have this average salary. Scroll it down. Okay. Now we have all the employee. Just scroll it to the right. You will see the people and their tag. Okay. So now we have
Yes, sir.
the people with the higher salary. So higher salary seems like 1, 2, 3, and lower salary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So
Fine.
5
Yes,
people
sir.
with the lower salary. Now, what we need to know is that how many
Sir,
people's. Mhm.
yes, sir. We need to use account.
Okay. So can you get
Uh,
the count now?
sir. Account.
Without doing group by, it's not going to work. Okay. The problem here is that you're saying count. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And you are
Yes, sir.
returning multiple things here. So
Yes,
first
sir.
of all, what we are only interested, how many hires, how many lower, right?
Yes, sir.
We do not want to see anything else. So you need to first delete everything else, whatever you are returning, and you would simply return kind of lower and higher and the count. That is the result, what we are expecting, right?
So, group by. Sir, group by.
So here is the challenge, right? So how you're going to do a group by? Because
Yes.
you have created this column, okay, and this column is kind of, you can use either two. If that works, that is okay. Otherwise you will need to save this in a subquery and then you can use the column name. So just group by two and let's see if this works. Yeah, so you can just run it now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you got the results. So here you have the 5 in the higher and 3 in the lower. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what we have done here is that basically we have used a case statement to categorize each employee in the higher
Yes, sir.
or in the lower. Correct. Now there is
Yes, sir.
still
Yes, sir.
scope of improvement. If you write this, you are not going to be selected because you have entered this 60,500 manually. Okay. So you can use a subquery and you can replace the 60,000 instead of putting it manually. You can just put that above query here inside the parenthesis. So that is how it is automatically going to get for each row. It is going to get the average and then it is going to check if it is in the higher or in the lower. Can you do that?
Okay, sir. Right, sir. Sir, instead of subquery, can I use CTE?
Well, here you cannot use a CT. Inside the case statement, instead of putting 60,000, we want
Yes,
to
sir.
simply create a function which get the average, real-time average. Now you're saying 60,000. What if there are two new employee added? There the average is going to be different, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what you can do is that here you can simply use parenthesis. So first delete the 60,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Put the parenthesis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So here you can just inside this bracket you can write the above query which can get the average. So it's going to be select average from employee
Okay, subquery. Okay.
without that semicolon. Okay, and you can write it in one line. So you can write it in one line. Okay, so that it is going to be more of like somebody will be able to understand.
Understand, yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, so only one problem I see, which is after the employees you have a semicolon, so you need to delete that semicolon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, now I can run this query. So now I can see we are getting the same result, but it's a dynamic, right? So right
Yes,
now,
sir.
whatever the real-time average, this case statement is going to get the real-time average. Then it is going to compare for each employee if it is the salary is more than average or less than average. And then
Okay,
it is going to categorize that. Then we're using a group by. So based on that column that it is going to be created by the case statement. For that, we are kind of then counting, right? Using the count functions.
yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how we need to first think the step by step, and then we would need to kind of implement it to solve the problem. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I think that is it. So you want to ask anything?
Sir, is there anything I need to improve, sir?
Yeah, so I think there are a lot of you have the knowledge. Okay, now thing is that you're not able to basically implement it properly. So what I
Yes, sir.
think from my end is that you need to do a lot of practice. Okay,
Yes.
and as soon as you see the problem, so first kind of explore the data set. Okay, and then kind of see how you think you can get the result. Okay, let's say if you're doing a group buy, so you should follow the basic principle. When you do a group buy, there can be only two columns. One column is the column that you're going to do a group buy, and the
Yes, sir.
second, the aggregation function, like it could be count, it could be sum, it could be
Cognition.
average, right? If there's
Yes,
any
sir.
other categorical column, you need to do a group by that column as well. Otherwise, it is
Yes,
going
sir.
to give you an error, right? So it's a basic principle of group by. Same way when you're using case, so you need to first ensure that, let's say you're using a case, how many conditions are there which you want to satisfy? Is it
Yes,
like one condition? Is it like two condition? If it is only two condition, one condition you can use in the when, and another condition you can put in the alternate, which is going to be else.
sir.
Okay.
I,
Otherwise, the
I
else is
thought
going
of
to be
it.
null.
Yes, I thought of it, sir. But again, I was thinking I had to. That's why I need to use the second case also.
Yes. So I think you are using the right way, but thing is that you have to first think before jumping into creating the case, you need to think how many conditions are there. Is it like only one or two? If it is kind of two, I can simply only use one when, and then I can put everything else in the alternate, which is else, right? And
Yes,
if it is kind of five condition, then I would need to kind of use four when, and then last everything left out I can put in the else. The
yes,
second thing is that when you are creating the different condition, you need to ensure that they are not combining with each other. Okay, so you're saying, let's say I need everything that is greater than 5 or equal to 5. And in another
yes,
statement, you're saying I need everything that is less than 5 or equal to 5. Now, if it is 5, then when it is, it's again going to kind of, give the both the names. So that's where it will,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
SQL will confuse, right? Like, is it 5?
Yes, sir.
So should I like give it higher or lower? So you need to make sure that each conditions are not collapsing with each other. Okay. So that is
Yes, sir.
one thing, and I would suggest like the practice more solving first the easy problem statement, and then you can kind of gradually jump in kind of solving little medium or advanced statement. And when you are writing query, just follow the basic principle, like the simple rules whatever we have for each statement. Okay. All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is what I would suggest from my end. So you just need to kind of work a little bit more, and talking about the explanations, how you explain for different concept. So theoretically you need to do some more research, and like how each function works. Okay, so I think that is it from my end.
Sir,
Okay.
actually,
Mhm.
yes, sir. Actually, how to get a job as a data analyst, sir, at this moment?
So I think how you can get into data analyst at this moment, if you ask this question. So first of all, there are things is that first you need to start applying. Okay,
Yes, sir.
for applying you need to have a nice resume. Okay, you need to have a LinkedIn page, you need to have your GitHub profile where you have kind of at least published few projects. Okay, so if you get an interview, so you can maybe talk about your projects. Okay, so try to do 2 to 3 projects, and try to reach out to different people who are already working as a data analyst in different company in your locations or in a different location, whatever the locations you are targeting. Okay, try to
Yes, sir.
find out all the company list, and try to find out all the people that they are working as a data analyst, and then maybe send them a nice message, and maybe you can maybe have a nice chat with them, right? Gradually you can ask them a referral, or you can ask them like what should you be learning and how you should basically get into data analyst. So this is what I would recommend. And other than that, what I would suggest is that while you are kind of in a place where you are working and looking for a job, keep learning. Okay, every day spend some time in learning. Let's say you have
Yes, sir.
2 hours every day, spend 1 hour in learning, 1 hour in basically reaching out to the people and applying for new jobs. Okay, create a nice profile in Naukri.com. Okay, so where you can update each and everything about your job descriptions, about your skill sections. Okay, each and every skills, and kind of keep I would say reaching out to different peoples, and if you see any opportunity which is for 1 to 3 years, you can apply. But while applying, so you can keep on kind of practicing and solving different problems. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, anything else you want to ask?
Well, actually, when I ask somebody like the one who is working in the company, sir, they used to say that there is no jobs for freshers in data analyst field, sir. or business analyst. They are saying they are requiring experience.
So
That is
some
something which
so first somebody has to hire freshers, right? Then they will be getting
yes sir.
experience.
Yes sir.
Correct.
That's
I
right,
know a
sir.
little bit the job market is tough. So like whoever is working, he has joined somewhere as a freshers, right?
Yes sir.
Then only he got the experience. So see, the management or the company, they also understand it. Okay. So as like there are so many peoples out there, so companies are basically mentioning that they are looking for 1 to 3 year experience, correct? So because you
Yes
are
sir.
going to work with handling data and a lot of other things, so company maybe do not want to give this opportunity to freshers and mess up something, so
Yes
they
sir.
want to maybe hire somebody who's more disciplined. See, what I would suggest is that even if you see 1 to 3 year experience job, you can go ahead and apply. Some company will definitely give you opportunity. Okay, if you
Yes
have
sir.
this learning enthusiast, somebody is definitely going to give you the opportunity. But from your end, what you need to do is that you need to keep applying for different positions. Don't apply for something where they have mentioned more than 5 year experience is required, more than 3 year is required. But if they have mentioned 0 to 1 year experience or 0 to 2 year or 1 to 2 years, so we can
Yes
apply
sir.
for these positions. I also have shared multiple job opportunity in our Instagram channel, and you can basically join that channel, and from there also you can apply. So I always only share the positions where they are only looking for kind of 1 to 2 years or maximum up to, I would say, 3 years or maybe 0 to 1 year, like which is basically for the freshers job. Okay, so do join if you have not joined, and you can apply the job from there. Okay.
So, well,
Okay, anything else you want to ask?
I would like to thank you, sir, for establishing the analyst channel and providing this knowledge, sir.
Thank you so much for joining in today and giving your precious time, and I'll see
Yes.
you soon. And if you get any doubt, you can reach out to me. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.